What is up, everyone? We're back again with another review. This is going to be for the 2023 film M3GAN, and this is directed by Gerard Johnstone and stars Alison Williams and Violet McGraw. This tells the story of a young girl who is adopted by her aunt after her parents are killed in a car crash. Her aunt has been working on a new innovative lifelike doll and introduces this doll into her niece's life. However, sinister things like dead bodies start to creep into both of their lives. Now, with the Child's Play series losing its way a little bit now and becoming a TV show, I was up for a brand new killer doll movie, and I tried to stay away from spoilers going into this one. I kind of wanted to go in as blind as possible, but you just couldn't stay away from that meme of M3GAN doing that contortionist dance now, could you? So my hype levels were getting up a little bit more every time I see it now. So yeah, memes get me excited for movies now, I guess. We actually got a little bit more of a story here than I expected. Now, this is a simple concept. A child come up with this, a killer doll movie. But I was surprised to see how much time we spent with the main character of Alison Williams and her toy company that she works for, how the toy company works, and what she's been working on throughout her career path, basically. And I didn't kind of expect that. I kind of just went to see a killer doll movie, fucking some people up. You do get that in parts of this movie, but there's a slow build up to get there, and it kind of takes its time. So I feel like you've got to manage your expectations going into this, that you might have to be a little bit more patient than usual with these type of movies. And the movie also does this with the character of M3GAN herself too. She's got this technology built inside of her, and she's learning with every day that passes. If she receives new information or does a exercise with Violet McGraw's character, she will process that information and learn new facts or social skills. And she's more of a robot than a doll, really. And I was just as impressed as the characters were in this movie with the advancements she makes. And it takes its time to make her become this deranged killer, because she's fine at first, and that might work for some audiences, but it won't work for everyone. But for me, I thought it done the movie a huge favour. However, I think the third act will work for everyone who comes to this film expecting this type of thing, because it's fast, frantic and crazy and doesn't stop. The pace just picks up and keeps going. So fear not, killer doll fans, you will get there eventually. Now, M3GAN is definitely the best thing about this film too, which should be a given really, but I really like the cool design they went for. She looks like she could be friendly and a young girl could latch on to this doll, but there's always that sinister little look that us audience members will see from the very beginning. Even though she seems fine, there's just something behind the eyes there, and I thought that was the best design they could have went with, because it just gives you off a little tiny sense there that this doll has been made to kill no matter what. And just like the meme I was talking about earlier, M3GAN does have some awesome moments, but what really caught my eye was when she was chasing down characters in this film. She doesn't just run after them, but she'll crawl really, really fast, and it looks so creepy and depraved. It's like she's some sort of apex predator. And at the time I was thinking, is there a new horror icon amongst us here? I know they're already planning a sequel now, and Jenna Davis voiced her really, really well, actually. I mean, she's no Brad Dourif, but she's done a job in that department, that's for sure. Now, I do think one thing that lets the movie down slightly is the gore here. It's no secret that Blumhouse wanted to make this film a PG-13 rating when it started to appeal to kids, or teenagers if you like, and they have toned down the kills here. You can tell a mile off, especially in the third act, when the blood is sort of just really not there. Now, I'm a bit of a gore hound, and this movie was screaming for some awesome kills, and most of them are off screen. Even though the third act is really fun, the kills just don't quite land, in my opinion. And I'm hoping that we get a more gorier and extended cut when it comes to Blu-ray, because I know it's out there, but it did hinder the film for me slightly at the cinema watching this, and I kind of wish they didn't go down this route. Now, apart from M3GAN, a lot of the characters in this movie just really weren't doing it for me, I've got to be honest. Violet McGraw was passable, I suppose, as this young girl. Alison Williams is a good actress, in my opinion. However, I just couldn't quite latch onto her character, because her sister has just died in a car crash at the very start of the movie, and she just doesn't show any grief or emotion throughout the entire runtime of this film. And even at one point, she says to young Violet McGraw's character, "Don't worry, we'll both get over this someday." And I'm just like, bitch, you haven't shed a single tear for your sister during this whole time. I mean, please don't try and feel like you're in the same path as this young girl who really looks sad throughout the movie. And that's why I think Violet McGraw was more acceptable as a character here, because she at least showed that she was really sad, and M3GAN lifts her up a little bit. You can see the difference in her feelings, basically. But it just didn't sit right with me with Alison Williams. I mean, it made the character come across as someone who just didn't care about anyone else, and she just went back to focusing on her career, and like she never had a sister in the first place. It was just really weird. The film is also packed with side characters who are just plain dull, annoying and frustrating. I mean, you got the arsehole boss, the neighbour from hell, the patronising therapist. I was just like, yeah, seeing these characters at a lot of movies, and I kind of wanted M3GAN to just take them all out, and I kind of got behind her sometimes, because most of these characters you just don't care about. There was one scene, especially in a forest, where M3GAN wants to protect Violet McGraw's character over this other character. And I really, really wanted M3GAN to succeed in this one. Even though she is the villain of the movie, I cheered it on like a motherfucker in this spot. Yeah, some people had what was coming to them in this film. However, I had a good time with M3GAN. Apart from the extra story, I kind of got what I was expecting. Overall, I mean, this movie was never going to be a masterpiece. It was just going to be a fun time. And that's exactly what it was. I'm just going to go ahead and rate this movie now. I'm going to give M3GAN a 7 out of 10. I think a lot of you guys will have fun with this. And it's just a very, very easy watch. Okay, at the end of these reviews, I always like to leave a little fun fact. Now, a fun fact for M3GAN is that M3GAN actually stands for Model 3 Generative Android. If you care. Okay guys, hope you all enjoyed this review. Please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to this channel. It would really help me out. Lots more reviews coming for this year of 2023, so look out for those. If you want to comment about the film M3GAN, leave it down below and I'll try and get back to every single one of you, I promise. Take it all easy guys. I'll see you all next video.